Happy Monday, everyone. So it's like 70 degrees today, and today was the eclipse, and it was pretty cool. I got to see it too. It was pretty awesome. Our work had the little glasses that you could look at, so it was pretty neat. I got to see it when it was about halfway there, and so I stepped outside at work, and I was like, oh my gosh, it is so super nice out. So I came home, and my husband already took advantage of the weather and pulled the grill out of the garage and cleaned it. There's some steaks, asparagus, and heirloom tomatoes on it, and that's what we had for dinner tonight. It was so good, you guys. I love grilled food. Grilled food is like the best, so much better than cooking inside, just so good. So I came in here, you know, I picked up my mail, and I got Curated Bead Box for the month of April. So it's Sunshine Lollipops, and I'm pretty excited about this. Looks like it's going to be really pretty. I mean, you can see the different things on the front of the box. I think it's going to be really pretty. So I'm looking forward to opening this with you guys, and Lucy's looking forward to it too, although she's watching some big chunky robins in the backyard picking up bugs. So Cheeto hasn't made his way up there yet, but I'm sure he will, because he's just sitting over here having a great old time. And also got like a new addition here to my room, and I'll just show you. I'm gonna have some pegboard. That's pretty awesome, right? That's pretty cool. My husband's tools right there. We need to do a little patch paint job. I don't know if you guys can see that, where the paint somehow peeled away. This used to be my son's bedroom before he moved down to the basement bedroom, which he likes so much better because it's a giant room and he can just stay up all night if he wants to and do whatever he wants. So I took this over from that, and I have some touch-up paint, so I'm going to paint that eventually. I just haven't gotten around to it. Anyway, so some good things going on today I was excited to tell you about, and that's all I've got to say for right now. So let's go ahead and turn this around and let's get this opened up, because I'm excited to see what we have inside. Okay guys, I am back, and here I have the Curated Bead Box Sunshine Lollipops, and a couple of things about Curated Bead Box. First, you'll find the list of the items here on the front of the box, and then on the side it lets you know that beads and sizes and types may vary due to availability. You can also find these items on dollarbead.com using the model numbers that are here. So if you end up seeing something you like, you can reorder it. So let's go ahead and open this up and let's see what we have. Oh my. Okay, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a lot of fun. So let me put the box off to the side real quick and move this off to the side. And now I'm just going to kind of go through and see what I can find here. So the first one that I see is 10 millimeter orange blossom spray glass bead, and you get a 10.5-inch string. This is really fun. Look at the bright colors on these glass beads and the little floral like design. Really, really cute. I really like these. And then let's grab the next one. And then we have a 10 millimeter strawberry red glass pearl bead. So these are a nice pearl bead. The holes look good. When they painted it, it looks like it's, you know, it's on there really well. I don't see any chipping or anything like that. So these are really nice. That's a really pretty red. Then we have a light turquoise crackle glass bead, and you get an 8-inch string. So here's some really beautiful, like, I wouldn't say it's light turquoise. I think it's like a bright turquoise. It's really vivid, and the crackle glass is a lot of fun. Adds a lot of flavor to your design. And then next we have 8 millimeter spot marble style glass bead, and you get a 10.5-inch string. Oh my gosh, these are cute. This is so cute, you guys. Look at that. It has the little blue and light pink spots in it. Look at that with this. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Then we have, let's see, 8mm lemon quartz gemstone bead. So here's our lemon quartz gemstone, and you get a 7 to 8 inch string. So this is really pretty. It's kind of like more of like almost like a cloudy or milky gemstone. It's really pretty. It almost reminds me of like oh my goodness, I'm trying to think I'm gonna lose it. You guys, if someone knows what I am thinking, shout it out in the comments for me, because I may not remember or get back to that train of thought. So there's that one. And then next we have, oh, I missed this one. I'm like, wait a minute, I missed something. We have an 8mm orange spot marble style glass bead. So just like the red ones here, we have an orange one, and it has some darker orange in it, along with some of the white in that paint. And that is really cute. I can see something fun and bright and summery coming out of this. This is really cute. And then next we have bright orange team and school glass bead. So I'm not sure what that means exactly, but this is that. And it's just a really nice, it's almost like a yellow orange. I wouldn't say it's like an orange, but or even like, it's almost like marigold to me is what it looks like, that color. That's really pretty. I like that. Okay, and then next we have approximately 1 ounce of apricot fluff designer glass bead mix. So let's see these. Okay, these are really cool. So you get like one of these really pretty apricot colored cylinder beads. I like these. It's a ceramic cylinder bead, or glass bead, I should say. It's not ceramic. And that is really pretty. I love the shine on it. That's gorgeous. And then you get some cubes, and I like these cubes. These cubes are fun. I think these would make a really cool pair of like just like a basic, maybe a threaded earring. That would be a lot of fun. And then we have some multifaceted rounds, glass rounds. I like these. In that same shade of like that apricot color. And then we have some clear, well, kind of clear, kind of cloudy, or, you know, almost matte finish, but not quite matte finish, rondelles. And I like these because they're like just a smooth rondelle, and they're just kind of cool. So you get some of those in that mix. Let me put these mixes together in here so I don't lose track of what I got going on. All right, so there's our one mix. I really like that cylinder bead. I can't wait to do something with that. And then next we have approximately 1 ounce bronze electroplated glass beads. So this is a mix too. And so they're all bronze electroplated, but you have some large ones like these, and you also have some bicones. So the bicones are really cool too, but there's just quite a bit of little beads in here, and I like having these because they make great spacers, or even just like a little accent color to whatever you're working with. That's pretty. All right, so then next we have 18 by 8 gold column spacer bead, and you get 5 beads. Okay, so these are really cool. It's like that antiqued looking gold, and they have a really large hole, so these would be great on like a leather corded bracelet even. Really, really cool looking beads. I like the texture on the outside of them, and they are actually like, they're actually holes in there. So, you know, you could even maybe like put a string through here and do some dangles hanging out of the holes. I don't know if you can see that. That might be pretty cool to do as like almost like a pendant. Ideas, you guys. All right, so then next we have 14 by 10 blue faceted bicone glass beads, and you get 8 beads. So these are like the lovely larger bicone, but I kind of consider them like an oval bead, but they are bicone shaped and they have a lot of beautiful facets on them. And I think they're really, really pretty. And I think it's a really nice addition to this box. I cannot believe the colors in this box. They just pop all over the place. Okay, then next we have a 50 millimeter heart and birds bronze pendant. Oh, this pendant is so pretty. Look at the little birds. You guys know I'm crazy about those little birds. Oh my goodness, that is adorable. I love this pendant. You know, if I was one of the people who did like patina or painting, like this would be like ideal. Like you could do like maybe like just the birds only and just have them like kind of pop out of that copper. Maybe that's something I need to look into, getting some patina paints. Any of you who have done that out there, let me know, and maybe I can, you know, hit you up in Messenger or something and we can talk about it. And then the next thing we have is a 16-inch black cord necklace with clasp and chain. So this is cool. So it's just a black cord necklace. Not really sure. I think it's more like a nylon cord because when you push it together, you can see the little braids in it. But it has a clasp and it has an extender. So this is neat. So you can just whip together maybe, you know, a pendant hanging from it, or maybe even if you wanted to take the ends off so you could bead right onto it, you definitely could. And then just reattach all the stuff that you need. You can definitely do that too. But that's a nice opportunity to have something like that. And then of course, one thing that I always love about this box is the findings pack. So our findings are in gold. And let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have some memory wire, which is always a plus. Like, I don't think I've had to buy memory wire since I started getting this box because I'm given all this memory wire. And then we have some beading wire in that satin gold color. We have some crimp beads, and they're small. They look like they might still be a size 2 crimp bead, but they're really petite ones, and I kind of like those to use as like bead stoppers when I'm working on a chain and I want the beads to not move. Those are really great for that. We get some ear wires, which are always good to have. We have some stretch cord, which again, I haven't had to buy a stretch cord because I get so much of it through them. And we got some gold head pins, which is always nice. Some lobster clasps, got 4 of them in there. And some of their jump rings, which I believe these are 6 millimeter jump rings, and their jump rings are good. They are thick, they are sturdy, they are solid. I love their jump rings. So there is our curated bead box for April 2024, Sunshine Lollipops, and I can see exactly where they got that name from. This is going to be a fun box to play with. I think that any of these would go together really well. I think all of them combined would go together really well, and I think we're going to make something really fun from this box. So I'll be back and we are going to do just that. We're going to make something. Okay guys, I am back and I picked out all of these. So I have the little 10 millimeter orange blossom. I have the turquoise crackle beads, and then I have both of the spot, the orange and the red, and I have 3 things of cording. So this is like your a more natural fiber cording, and they're dyed. I cut them at 34 inches each, and we're gonna make like a 3-strand necklace, and we're gonna do some knotting. So my knots aren't perfect, but I don't think they need to be because these beads have enough weight to them that they're gonna, you know, even out the necklace is what I'm hoping. So I have 3 of these, and like I said, 34 inches each. You can use any other cording you want. These all have decent size holes. You could probably do up to 1.5 millimeter leather cording if you wanted to. But I chose these because I've had them for a while, and 2, when do you get the opportunity to use such fun and bright colors like these? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just an overhand knot at the top here. I do have other stuff. I have some crimping cord ends, one of my lobster clasps because I wanted a bigger one, but these 3 jump rings are from Curated Bead Box. So we'll be using those items as well. So I'm just doing an overhand knot with all 3 strands, leaving myself a little bit of wiggle room at the top here, and just making sure that knot is twice. And this is waxed cord, so they should slide on pretty nice. And I actually got like a big set of just a ton of different colors on Amazon quite a while back, but I will see if I can find the link to what I got and, you know, send it to you guys. Sorry, I need a drink of water. I woke up this morning with a little bit of a sore throat, but I think it's weather related and like sinus related, because I don't feel ill otherwise. So I've just been kind of drinking some water, and my throat isn't sore now. I just feel dry, really, really dry. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna string 1 cord right now. We're not gonna string all 3 at the same time. We're just gonna do 1 at a time. And we're just gonna put these on. I'm just grabbing them randomly. I'm not trying to match up colors to the cording or anything like that. I just want it to be very free and very different. So let's start back here, and I'm just putting a knot under where I want the bead to sit. And I'm just doing an overhand knot, something really, really easy. There's like no thinking involved. You're just tying a little knot, but I am trying to be careful and adjust the knot, so just so that it looks right. So it looks like a good knot, you know, like that. And then we'll go ahead and string on another one. And let's do this red one. Okay, and I kind of want it here. I'm not measuring at all. This is totally free form, just going for it. We're not doing any measurements in between beads. We're gonna kind of just let the beads tell us where they want to go on this first strand, and then we'll use this first strand as a guide to where we want our other beads to fall, like in between. So that way they all look like they're kind of hanging out in between each other. Then let's do this big turquoise one. I like the nice large holes on these beads. This is really great. So this is going to be just another fun summer necklace, something that you could, you know, dress up a white t-shirt and some jeans with, something you could wear with a cute little sundress, even a floral one. Maybe they don't have all these colors in it, but you could pick up some of the colors in your little dress if you wanted to. Okay, and we're just going to keep on beading. I feel like this box, like last month's box, you know, was hard for me, and I'm not going to lie about it. It was really difficult for me because there was some beads in there that I wasn't really sure what to do with, and I feel like I had a couple successful pieces out of it, but I wasn't feeling passionate about it. You know what I mean? Like, oh gosh, this is so cool. I can do this, this, and this. This box, I immediately, when I opened it, I had so many different ideas, and this being one of them. I'm like, this would be so cute to do a necklace like this, just a knotted natural cording necklace, no matter which one I was using, if I was going to use leather or if I was going to use this cording. Again, I will put the link of what I got, or if they don't have the exact same thing that I had ordered, I will put something very similar to it. But the price point was really, really affordable, and you got a lot of cording, and you even got some neutrals too. So don't think it's just going to be all these bright, funky colors that you may use once and never use again. You'll definitely, there's a lot of very earth tone colors, very neutral. So you'll be able to get a lot of use out of the product. I just don't ever sit down and do projects like these. To me, I always go to like the regular stringing or making links. Those are kind of my jam. Like I especially love linked necklaces. That's one of my favorite things. All right, so here we go. And oh, these two are stuck together with a little bit of paint. So if that happens to you, it's okay. You can just snap it apart with your cutters, and it's just the paint that dried in between, and sometimes it sticks to the beads and makes them stick together. It doesn't harm the bead. I mean, you can inspect by the holes to make sure it didn't chip away a bunch of color. And then if it did, I mean, you can still use the bead. Maybe you just want to use a bigger bead cap with it or something. I don't know, but mine looked to be fine. So we're just spacing these out. Like I said, no rhyme or reason to my spacing. Some spacing is going to be larger than the others. Here's another one. Okay. I just thought we'd continue on with some summer vibes. Seems like everybody is ready for it. Ready for the spring flowers and the sunshine and just beautiful weather where you can spend it outside, doing yard work or just hanging out. Maybe you like to sit in a lawn chair in your backyard and have your sunscreen on, of course, and read a book. I know that's one of my favorite things to do, or even just I go back there, get out one of my nice chase lounges and put a hat on and sit back and listen to a book and just close my eyes and just feel the warmth of the sun on my skin and the smell of people cutting their grass, the smell of barbecues, just all those things that kind of like waken my senses in the summer. And especially after being like cooped up inside and having all your windows shut, it's one of my favorite things to do is before you have to turn any AC on, is to open those windows and just enjoy the fresh air coming in and getting rid of all that stale cold weather air that you have been breathing in your house for this whole time. I know the cats love it too. They love to be able to sit out by the window and look outside and catch all the little critters in the yard, you know, going by, and they make their little chirping noises at them. It's really cute. Okay. Boy, I tell you what, when these bead boxes roll in, they all roll in at the same time. And I'm just like, I thought I was going to come home tonight and not have anything really. I'm like, oh, I will help my husband put up the pegboard in my room and do some organization, which I'll probably still do anyway, because this isn't going to take very long to get uploaded over to Chris. So I'll probably do that anyway tonight. And I feel very inspired today. And I think a lot of it has to do with just the way the weather is today. And I always feel so much more upbeat and inspired whenever it's nice outside. Plus, I'm less than 3 weeks away from going on vacation, and I can't wait. And I'm pretty sure this will definitely be another piece of vacay jewelry. It just looks like something that I would want to wear while I was on vacation. Okay, where am I? So I want the blue crackle. I'm paying close attention to how much I have left on the end here so I can make sure that I'm leaving myself plenty of room to tie another knot with all 3 of them. And this isn't intended to be like a 3-tiered necklace. It's just going to be 3 strands, roughly the same length on my body. And I think that's going to look really cute, especially with the way these are going to lay on each other. If I'm planning this out right in my head, what I think it should look like, then we'll be good to go. So I'll probably put one more bead on here. We'll end with this little red one, and then we'll call this strand good. And honestly, this is one of those crafts that you can put together on a lap table and watching a movie, or you're catching up on your favorite show or something. You can just keep your hands busy. All right, so there's that one. So that's our final one. We're not going to do any more. Don't need to crimp it off or clamp it off or anything because it's not going anywhere. So now I'm just going to kind of spread this one out a little bit, and I'll adjust and move as I need to for you guys so you can see. But let's go ahead and take the pink one next. And now I am going to start, I'm going to start with, let's do this blue bead. And it's gonna go, I want it to land in here, okay? So I'm gonna do my knot right here. Just double checking where I want my knot to be. Just right in here. So now when my blue bead falls down there, it's gonna be right in the middle, well, kind of in the middle between these two, which is good. And then let's do this little orange one, and we're gonna just fit him in between the next two. So that's how we're going to do this, all the way down. This is another one of those things that you could even do with kids. I mean, they know how to tie knots. They can arrange the beads however they like, and it will turn out cute no matter what. They would probably just need your help with the findings and stuff like that. But this is another one of those ones that would be really fun, like a good little rainy day craft to do with some children. I think they would really like that. Okay, so now I did not get that. Oh no, I did. I got that in the right spot. Okay, yeah, I'm good. I thought maybe I didn't. I thought maybe I messed it up. All right, so then next let's do this one. And I'm just trying not to put the same beads next to each other on strands, okay? I'm just trying to give it a lot of visual interest here, and try not to do a lot of repeating or anything like that. So I think if you have one of those tools, it's like an easy knotter or something like that, you know, it would probably be faster for you. I don't have one. Frankly, they intimidate me, and I've never learned how to use one. I guess I should probably, if I'm going to teach people stuff or help, you know, people with things, maybe I should get one and learn how to use it. But I've always been like a by hand person. Like I've done so much without different tools that I'm just used to doing things without tools. I know if I was using silk cord, I probably would want to, just because you would get a finer knot with that tool. All right, so this is where I want this one to be. But since this one's gonna be kind of like, you know, kind of along the line of like boho or like shabby chic or something like that, then I want it to, it doesn't have to, the knots don't have to be perfect little, you know, pearl knots. They can be a little rough around the edges. All right, so now I don't like the way that one landed. Well, I guess that's not that bad. Oh yeah, because it's gonna be right there. So that's fine. All right. So then we'll just slide this down so you can still see. And I know this is kind of monotonous, you guys. I understand that, but I think seeing the whole process is helpful. So I'll just talk your ear off while we're doing this so you can watch the whole thing. If you want to, if you get bored, please feel free. I would never be offended if you fast forwarded through some parts that you're like, okay, I get it. Please feel free to fast forward if you need to. But I do believe that there are people who would benefit from seeing the entire process start to finish. So I want to do for everybody, including them. All right, so then next we did this orange one. All right, and let's just line these up, make sure that we're, okay, we want to put the knot right about there. I'm so excited I'm actually using this cord for something. This is so great. I used it a little bit last summer to do some seed bead ankle bracelets, and that was good. That was fun. I had some 6/0 seed beads. See, this one didn't come out right. I need to move it down a little bit. So I'm just gonna pick that knot apart. Glad I didn't tighten it all the way. Wax cord can be really hard to unknot. Take a little bit of prying here and I'll get it. But I made some ankle bracelets and they turned out really cute. And I just bought like you know how you can get like the whole bunch of strands of seed beads like at Michael's? I bought a bunch of those when they were like, I don't know, like they did the 60% off sale or whatever. So they ended up being like $1.99 for a big old giant wad of 6/0 seed beads. And so I did that, and with them being like irregular shapes, it ended up turning out really, really cute. I was really happy with it. Okay, so that's better. Miss Lucy, are you done playing outside? Are you done looking out there? You look like you're up to no good, little girl. What you doing? Okay. Miss Luce, what are you doing? Don't be a stinker. She thinks I'm not watching her because I'm talking, and she knows I'm doing something. So she's trying to be like a little turd. She's such a little stinker. But she's so pretty, aren't you, baby? Pretty little girl. All right. And boy, does she know it too. She's like little Miss Queen Bee. She is the boss. And when you start talking to her in your sweet voice, and you know, you start calling her pretty, she like meows really sweet, and she lays down on her side and on her back so you can rub her belly. She's just the cutest little thing, I'm telling you. She is just so cute. All right, so that fits there perfectly. And then we have the blue. So now when you are doing this, and the way they're gonna land, now some of your colors may be by each other, and that's gonna be okay. I'm just trying to do my best to eliminate as much of that as I possibly can. It would be, unless I did one color on each strand, it would be nearly impossible to make it so they all never like touched each other. You know what I'm saying? So it will be okay. And I'm also hoping that using 4 colors instead of 3, that it would be a little bit easier to avoid that problem. All right, so here we go. And after the blue is orange. Did you want out, baby? Hold on, she wants out, you guys. I'll be right back. You want out? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, sweet girl. All right. No more cats in the room. How long do you think that'll last? You can place your bets now. I'm betting maybe tops 10 minutes. But they could prove me wrong. You know, they've done that before. Okay. Depends if they're getting any attention out there, or if they're getting treats or something. Then if they're getting treats, they'll stay out there longer. I mean, who wouldn't? You'd keep me out of a room longer too if you gave me treats. All right. Okay, we have this one next. I just love how these beads fit over this cord so easy. This is like fantastic. And like I said, I opened that box, you guys, and I saw so many possibilities and so many projects. I'm betting you that this will probably be the first time I use an entire curated bead box. I will probably use this entire box. The only thing I can think of that I might have leftovers of are the bronze beads, because I wouldn't do a ton of them on a piece. I would more like use them as an accent piece for stuff. But who knows? Maybe I will use all of them. I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I can see myself being excited to do more projects with this. Yeah, that's right, the red. And I already hear somebody knocking at the door, one of the cats knocking at the door. So it wasn't even 10 minutes yet, you guys, seriously. I'm just gonna ignore it for now, because that's what they do. They want in, they want out. They want all the doors left open. Maybe if I ignore it long enough, they'll just move on. Or they'll get louder. Mom, let me in. So today was really such a good day. I woke up this morning, and to be honest with you, I was kind of cranky this morning. I was sitting there drinking my coffee and trying to wake up, and my throat was screaming, my head was screaming, and I was so close to saying, you know what, I'm not going into work today. I'm fried, I'm done, I can't do it anymore. It was literally one of those days where I just didn't think I could do it. And then something inside me said, girl, buck up and just get up and get yourself together. Go take your shower. Shower's gonna make you feel better. And then once I got outside and went to my car and realized I didn't have to scrape anything off of the windshield, I was better. And then the ibuprofen kicked in, and my throat didn't hurt as bad, and my headache was going away. And I'm like, all right. Well, then as the day progressed, work seemed to go really smooth, which really made me so happy, so happy. And everything was going well today. Nothing was upsetting, nothing was irritating. I don't know. Anyway, but I know you guys have probably had those days too, where it was just, all I want to do is just go back to bed or lay here on the couch and watch TV. And that's where I was, because, Saturday I was busy all day. I was gone literally all day. And then Sunday I was playing catch up around the house, and there were projects that I wanted to get to in here because I enjoy doing this. This is my little reward to, do these videos and talk to you guys. And it's just so, it's what I want to do. And more, like, I can see how people just want to do this for their job, and I've been racking my brain and trying to figure out, like, how I could make this into my job. And I'm having a hard time because right now, the way things are, I don't know if it would be possible, or if I could maybe cut down to a part-time job and do this and have more time for this. But this is where my heart is. Like, I never knew that, this would have the effect on me that it does. It calms me, it soothes me, it just makes me happy all the time. And I never feel stress or pressure. Even in the beginning, where I had a lot of critics and a lot of people who just were not happy with me at all. And, bless all of you who let me have my learning curve and gave me grace and stuck around, because I know it probably would have been irritating. It probably would have been a turnoff for me too if I was trying to learn something and I expected whoever's teaching me to be knowledgeable and on their game. And I appreciate all of the grace that you guys all gave me. And I don't know, I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. All right, so now we have this knotted. Okay, and now they're gonna move back and forth in between the knots, all right? So that's okay. They're going to do that. See how they slide back and forth between the knots, but they're not gonna go past those knots, right? So let's go ahead and do the orange one now. Put these back in line here. I think this is gonna be really, really cute, you guys. I think it's gonna be really, really cute. All right, so let's start up at the tippy top of the orange one with the red bead. Okay, cut a little bit of that off. It's a little frayed. There we go. It just slides right in there. All right, and we're gonna move this one up to the top a little bit more. Start up at the top a little bit. Am I still on camera? Yes, okay. I just had to make sure I was still on camera. All right. I've had several people tell me that I should get my own YouTube channel, and I keep debating because I could still do what I'm doing here for Wendy's channel as well. But then I keep thinking too, I'm like, I have a full-time job, you know, and I don't know if I could handle all of that. But then I think, well, maybe I could, because like in the beginning, while I'm just getting the channel ready, I could just repost the videos that I do that I'm, you know, giving to Wendy, you know, Wendy's channel. But then I also think, well, no, because of the same people, you know, some of the same people follow me. They're going to be bored out of their minds doing the same thing. I don't know. I'm tossing it around in my head, you guys, and I'm going to pray on it and see what God tells me. And if for some way that he finds a way for me to do everything in my life and still have time for my friends and family and other loved ones, then you know, it's definitely something I am considering. And I think it would be the only way to get me in the step to where I would like to be one day. It'll take a long time to get there. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is not an overnight thing, I know that. But as I'm getting older, I don't think I'm gonna want to work out of the house for 40 hours a week. And you know, I'm getting tired, y'all. I'm getting tired. Oh, but I don't know if you guys have suggestions. And I have a hard time selling jewelry. So, you know, I'm thinking, well, do I want to get in on, you know, maybe have an Etsy shop of, you know, buying and reselling beads and findings? And then I'm like, well, no, because I don't know. Give me your advice, you guys. I'm open to any and all advice from any of you. And then I'm like, gosh, wouldn't it be great to actually work for a bead company? And then maybe I could work from home. I don't know. Maybe Sam's Bead Box is hiring. Maybe there's work I can do from home. I can do accounting. I can maybe tell them, hey, I know you're in California, but you know, I'm pretty good at this whole accounting gig. I don't know. It's just, I'm just finding that as I'm getting older, the time that to do the things that I want to do is way more precious to me than what they were when I was younger, when I was more flexible with my time, and when I could stay up till 11 o'clock at night and get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do it all over again. And I had the energy to go. You know, life is different when, you know, as you get older, it just kind of, you really want to do what's important to you and what's beneficial to you and your family. But as you guys know, I mean, we're on the cusp of, like, you know, we're not going to have kids at home one day. And there's so many things that my husband and I want to do together that I would just love to have something that I could be really flexible with. You know what I mean? And I don't want to start over in another job like what I'm doing now. I love where I work. I love my boss and all my coworkers, and you know, they are my other family. But they would also totally support me if I found a way to do what I really love, and if I had to leave, you know, just food for thought. And no, nobody in my work watches my videos. There's nobody that watches my videos, so in case you're wondering. But this is also stuff that, you know, I mean, I would actually talk about, you know, because it's not a secret. Everybody is looking for that. My boss is looking forward to the time where, you know, as owners of the company, that they could step back and they could do the things that they want to do instead of being there 40 hours each every week, you know. So it's a dream that everybody has, honestly. I'm just talking out loud about it because it's been weighing heavy on my heart, and I know I should have given it to God a long time ago, and I have not yet. And you know, being stubborn, and yeah, you know how it is when you're being stubborn. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pray hard about it and listen to all your guys' advice, and maybe I can come to some kind of conclusion on my next step in life and what I want to do. All I know is that when the kids are all gone out of the house, I want more free time with my husband, and you know, to do the things that we want to do together. You know, the kids, they don't care if we're here or not. I mean, honestly, they don't. I mean, they're 19 and 20 or 18 and 20. And they honestly would probably rather we weren't here sometimes. Like, they could just have the house to themselves, you know? But that's normal for kids to be like that, or young adults to be like that. All right, we are getting somewhere, you guys. I know this takes a little bit, and I appreciate you sticking by me. I know it's quite the process, but it'll all be worth it when it's done. And I really do appreciate anyone who is just, you know, standing there waiting for me to finish this. And I appreciate all of you who've had to say, okay, I've had enough nodding, Jody. I'm going to fast forward a little bit to see where you are now. I can appreciate both sides of this. So I just appreciate you being here watching. All right, so we're gonna do the last half of this, and we are getting really close to being done. I think this is gonna turn out really super cute, and I can't wait to put it on and see how it looks. And I'm wearing black today, so I think it'll really pop against the black. Okay, and then we have the blue. Okay, and that's gonna be a little tight little spot there. Got those beads really close together on that one, but that's okay. So it's gonna make this really interesting. There we go. And then we have the red one. See, now this is where I said, you know, you're not going to avoid having some of these right by each other, and that's okay. All right, so if that's there, I would like this one to be down here. This is a super fun necklace, and I'm gonna have so many beads left over that we could do a bracelet for it. We could do probably a little cute pair of earrings. There's a lot of things that we can do with all these beads, and I'm so excited for this box. Thank you, Curated Bead Box, for this gift. This is really, really cute stuff. Somebody did a really good job picking out all these beads and putting them all together. Kudos to you. All right, so I'm gonna let that one in because it's gonna drive me crazy otherwise. Come on, Lucy, are you coming in? Come on, there you go. Okay, so she must have got what she wanted out there, so now she's back. Look out the window a little bit more. All right. May have to trim that just a little bit again. There we go. There. me line this up here real quick. All right, so this one will come up here. And it'll be right about there. Oh. There we go. Slide that up. Give it a little knot. And then we have the blue. And it's going to go right about here. And then we're back to the red. Boy, I've had to trim this one a lot. This one must not be wound as well as the others. It's all right. That's why we give ourselves a little bit of extra space at the end, right? Okay. Oh, don't get too excited there, Jody. There we go. All right, and then orange. Oh, need to trim a little bit more again. I didn't have to trim the other ones like this. That's crazy. All right. Let's see if I can find a little bit bigger of a hole. There we go. All right. So we're gonna do this bead and one more, and then we are done with this other side, this last strand. So let's do that one, and then we have our big pink and orange one. Come on, just the last one. Let me see if I can find one with a larger hole. Oh my goodness gracious. I have one bead left and it wants to act up. All right, let's just cut a little bit more off. Whoops, that didn't work out very well. There we go. Let's get this last one strung on there. I still did not do that very well, did I? Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Need a cleaner cut. Need some scissors, what I need in here. There we go. And right here. And we're gonna call this one good. All right, so now we have all of our beads on here and it looks super cute. I love that. But let's get this lined up. I wanna make sure this is gonna be even. And we're going to make another knot up here. Pull this out. Okay, so we're just gonna make one overhanded knot right here. And of course my orange one is so much smaller because I ended up doing more knots on that one, I think, than the other, and also because I've had to trim so much off because it was fraying so easily. Let's see if I can pull all those through here. This is where it gets a little icky. All right. And just pull. That knot doesn't look nearly as pretty as the other one did. Again, I am not perfect at making knots, you guys, but it's gonna do. Okay, so now that we have that, see, they're all about the same length, and they just kind of like hang in between each other, and it makes it a lot of fun. All right, so now let's just trim off some of these little extra pieces. And now you can just you can make it even longer and just tie knots onto your jump rings and stuff, but I do like to use these closures. I just feel like they give me a little more security than my knots. I don't trust my knots as much as I should. So I'm going to just slide that on there, and these are just crimp ends, okay? So basically they're like big crimp tubes or crimp beads for cording. And I'm using, I believe this is a 2mm one, and I'm using one that size because I have 3 pieces of cording here. So what you do for these is you need your pliers, and just holding the pieces in there, you're just going to slowly on one side just bend that metal in, okay? Nice and slow. You don't want to rush it. And if you push too hard at first, you're going to really do a bad job with it. It's going to be really dented and weird. So once you get the other one folded over and softly closed, then you can crimp it down a little bit harder, okay? And then it just leaves a very nice finish to your end. Just make sure it's nice and secure. You should be able to pull on it and tug on it, and it should be fine. And then we'll just do the same thing. And these come in all shapes, so you can even do the glue end cords. I do have some of those, but I didn't have them in gold. I only had them in silver, and I really wanted to do the gold findings with this. So I opted for these. They have, I also got these on Amazon. Just search for like cord ends, and they have assortments. So I'm pretty sure what I got is probably what's the most common out there. If I do happen to stumble upon some of the stuff that I got, I will put some links up to make it easier for you in case you need to find some. But they're very easy to find. And I'll definitely put the link up for the cording that I used here. All right, so let's go ahead and put our jump ring on with our lobster clasp. And then as soon as we're done here, I'll take my celestial necklace that I have on off, and I will put this on, and you guys can see how it looks. Okay, there's that. Oh, I got one too many out, didn't I? It's all right. I was being cautious in case I ruined one of them. That's what it was. I didn't go digging for it. We're gonna go with that. And there we go. And that's it. There is our multi-strand, fun, bright, summery, cheerful necklace. And now I'll go ahead and clean up my mess, and I'll try this on for you so you can see it. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, check this out. How fun and bright is that? That is so bright and so cheerful. I can't even take it. Oh my gosh, it's crazy how cute this is. Look how cute this is. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, Curated Bead Box, thank you so much for this. This is so great. Oh my gosh, you guys, I hope you love it as much as I do. I just think this is so cool. And I love that you can see the cord in between the beads, and they're all just kind of flopping around and sitting like kind of all crazy. And it's just fun. And you know what? It doesn't feel heavy like you would think, like all these glass beads, because they're all spaced out so nice. And it just kind of evens it out, and it doesn't weigh a lot on my neck, and it feels very light. Like I feel like I could wear this in the heat and I'd be okay with it. It's really cute. I hope you guys loved it. I love it. I hope you love it. So a couple things. If you're wanting to get the Curated Bead Box Sunshine Lollipops, so all you have to do is click on the link that I have below and use the code Wendy35 and you'll receive 35% off your first box. So it's gonna make your first box around $13. After that, it gets shipped to you for $20 a month, and that includes the shipping. I think that I know there was a lot of people who weren't crazy about last month's box, but this is more than made up for it. If you weren't satisfied with last month's box, just wait until you get this one, you guys. This one is like a big punch. It's so fun, and I am looking forward to doing more things with this box. I think I have some really good ideas, and like I said, the minute I opened them and I saw those colors, all these ideas came flooding to my head, and I'm like, yes, this is going to be fun. So that's really all I got for you guys. Again, remember, it's Wendy35. Click on the link below, get 35% off that first box. If you decide that you don't maybe want to get the whole box, go online to dollarbead.com and you should be able to find most of the beads. Like if you're just wanting to get these, you should be able to find them pretty easy and you can get them. And then remember also the link in the show notes for Amazon will be for the cording, the wax cording that I used in this video. Again, if you guys have any other questions, I found that I've been trying to answer questions on a video so that if you're watching, you'll get the answer to your question. So if I don't get to your question right away, I promise you I will try to answer it in person like this. But that's all I got. Oh, and please also to go over to Jody's Jewelry Creations. That link is in the show notes as well. Find the post. I pinned it to the top of the page for a few of my favorite things contests. So I had one submission so far, and I need some submissions, you guys, because I would like to do a drawing so that I can send the winner a little curated sampling of my favorite things. So I really want to do this. So make sure you're making something that's all your favorite pieces or a combination of some of your favorite things and post it there. Just post it right on that thread. And I will be able to go through, get all the people who posted a picture of something they made, and put you in a drawing to win a cute little prize. All right, everybody, much love to you all. Have a great Monday night, and let's hope Tuesdays is good too. And again, for all the questions I asked about career things, give me your advice. I would love to hear your advice. And in the meantime, I'm going to pray on it, and hopefully we can all come together on with some kind of idea on what I could do to make my dream come true. All right, much love to you all. Bye, guys.